So if you're anything like me and you have multiple interests and you can do so many things, you can sew, you can draw, you can make clothes, you can do whatever, you can make hair, you can do marketing, you can do sales, and you don't know which one to focus on because they've told you that in order for you to make money, you need to have a core focus. Yeah, this video is for you because guess what? I also have multiple interests. I can sing, I can act, I can slightly dance. I'm in marketing, I can do sales, I can do project management. I used to code at a time, I design my website, and I've been able to make money online by harnessing all of my interests and my passions. And today I'm going to share with you guys how you guys can do it. So let's get right into it. But first, wine. See, I love this wine so much. You know what, guys? I'm trying to do this mic and also do this. Okay. Cheers, guys. So now let's get right into it. So the first thing you need to do is to have a core focus. So think of your core focus as the pillar that holds up all your other interests. So at the time when I was doing content writing made me the most money, and I used that money to fuel my other interests. So because I made so much money from content writing, I could afford to do content creation and create content for a year because I love creating content. And content was not even paying me for like a year, but I could afford to do it because I was already making money from content writing, right? I could afford to decide that, you know what, let me start doing lives, let me start doing YouTube, let me start doing this, let me start doing that, because I was already making money from content writings. Sakpa was not killing me. I was good. Then I could afford to do like, you know what, fuel all my other interests. Does that make sense? The next thing you want to do is introduce your other skills naturally. So once you have your core focus established, what you want to do is integrate your passions and the things that you like into your routine in a way that is seamless. So let me give you guys an instance. So when I was freelance writing, I was, into like freelance writing, whatever, yada, yada, yada. I also love content creation and I love fashion and I love, to go out and stuff and be with friends, yada, yada, yada. What I did was I started creating content on freelance writing. So I was able to integrate my content creation into my work as a freelance writer because it didn't feel like I was creating something out of what I was doing, out of like, do you understand? So because I was writing, it felt so easy to create content on freelance writing. That way, I'm integrating my content creation passion into my routine, right? Do you understand? And it felt seamless with my core focus. So what you want to do is find a way to integrate your other passions into your routines and make it seamless because so it doesn't feel like you're forcing it. So let's say that time when I was creating content, I wasn't creating content on freelancing. I was creating content on like, let's say lifestyle. I was a freelance writer. I never used to leave my house and I wanted to start creating content on lifestyle. Can you see how there is a disconnect? I would get burnt out. I would get tired because then I'll have to be planning, oh, how can I go out? How can I do this? How can I do that? How can I look for the new locations to go? Instead, I was just creating content about what I was doing at the time, which was freelance writing. And it really, really helped. Because of that, I was able to grow to like 100,000 followers, 200,000 followers, 300,000 followers. And it was just seamless. It just blended into my routine. So that's what you need to do. Integrate your other skills naturally that fits into your core focus. Make sense? Okay, good. So the next thing you need to realize is social media is your best friend. I say this thing all the time. If you have multiple interests and you're not on social media, you're literally kidding yourself, right? So let me give myself for example, because I feel like I like to use real life examples. Because I had multiple interests and I had a lot of things that I like, social media was more like an experimentation ground for me. So, like I said, I was a freelance writer. I started creating content. While I was creating freelancing content, I started creating content on like lifestyle, not lifestyle per se. I didn't used to go out, but like my life. I started creating content on relationship. I started creating content on the things I like. I started sharing my opinions. Can you see how I was just integrating my other passions because I love to talk, I love to do stuff, and because of the fact that I was creating content on my opinions, now I'm a public speaker. I get to speak publicly. Do you understand? So social media is such a beautiful place because it's more of like a form of expression. It allows you to express yourself. That is why I really, really like social media. So if you have multiple interests, please be on social media and just start creating content. If you like to crochet one day while you're talking about your work, right? If you like to draw and post it on social media. That way you are expressing your other forms of interest without feeling like, oh, you're not doing enough. Do you understand what I mean? Like, it makes a lot of sense with social media. Like, social media is so beautiful. So social media is your best friend. If you have multiple passions, social media. So the next thing you want to do when you have multiple passions is to create structures and system. The thing is, when you have a lot of things going on for you, it's so easy to get burnt out. Throughout last year, I was burnt out. I'm not even going to lie because I was trying to do everything at the same time. I was trying to create content while running a business, while be a freelancer, why do this, why do that. And it was so annoying until I decided to create a system. And that is where ChatGPT comes in. I feel like if you are not using ChatGPT, there's something genuinely wrong with you. ChatGPT is my best friend at this time. Like my at the moment, ChatGPT is my boyfriend, my husband, my sister, my brother. Sorry, Tamlore. ChatGPT is everything to me, right? So I have a prompt here on my system, and I'm going to write it down on the script on the screen. So what you have to do is tell ChatGPT, yeah, all my interests. You list down all your interests, and this is my core focus. Can you help me create a weekly schedule that allocates time to my core focus and my other interests? So what you want to do is you want to set specific days where you would focus on each of the things that you're doing. You can like designate morning for your core focus. You can say, okay, in the morning I'm going to work on my business from like 10 to like 4, or from like 10 to like 2 I'm going to work on my business. From 2 to like 5 I'm going to work on my side also, and I'm going to work on things that the other things that interest me. So for me, for instance, today, this morning, I worked on my business. I created like different strategy for remote worker, da da da. I was on calls throughout. And right now, this evening, I'm creating content for YouTube. So you want to create systems like that so that you don't get burnt out, because it's so easy to just get burnt out when you're doing everything at the same time. So the next thing you want to do is to find a synergy between all your passions, or between two or more of your passions. And I feel like I'm a master of finding synergies between my passion, because I don't know if you guys have been seeing my vlogs on TikTok these days. I've been doing like, hey guys, welcome to a day in my life as a 23-year-old entrepreneur trying to juggle multiple businesses, right? That is synergy, because I am an entrepreneur. I also like content creation and I like to create vlogs. So why not just put everything together? So if you are a graphics designer and you like to sew and you like to create content, hey guys, welcome to a day in my life as a graphics designer that likes to sew. Show your life as a graphics designer, show your life as a tailor, put it together, create synergy between the both of them. Do you understand? Like, for instance, what I wrote here was, if you're passionate about like content creation and you're also passionate about coaching, you can create like a coaching series. You can do that, right? And it's something I always do. I always create like, let's say, a finance series. Like, I'm so passionate about finance and I love content creation. I create like financial series for entrepreneurs because I also like entrepreneurship. So yeah, you want to create a synergy between your passion, so it feels less of work and it feels like fun doing everything at the same time, and you also don't get burnt out. Because when you have multiple passions and interests, it can be very overwhelming because you don't even know which one to focus on. You don't know if you should do this or if you should do that. My advice for you should follow the money first. Make your core focus the thing that can potentially make you the most money. That's my advice for you, to be honest. Follow the money. You can use the money to now pump your remaining ideas. Follow the money first. Follow the money first. I'm telling you, because once Sakpa eats, passion, journal, all the passion. So follow the one that can potentially give you the most money. So write a list of all your interests. See which one can, in the job market right now, whatever you're doing, can potentially give you the most money in the fastest, time possible, right? The rest of your interest can give you money, but it might be more longer term. So when I told you guys, I used to do content writing, I used to do a lot of things. Which one could give me money in the shortest time possible? Content writing. I focused on that. Public speaking would give me money longer term. Content creation, longer term. I focused on content writing and then I started doing every other thing. So yeah, to be honest, that is my biggest tip for you guys. Have a core focus, branch, create synergy, create overlapping. Social media is your best friend. Use ChatGPT, create systems. Yeah. So yeah, that we've come to the end of this video. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope it helps you. And I hope once you watch this video now, you would be able to manage your other interests and passions. Let me know what you think, and if you guys can even write in the comment section your different interests and passions, I would love to see it and maybe give you guys like advice here and there or pointers. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching this video. I hope you like this video. Comment, share with your friends, don't get skip, subscribe to my channel, hit the notification bell, and I'll see you next time. Mwah. Bye loves.